Welcome to Let's Chat, and it is Calvin the Entertainer. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful season it is, and of course joining me today is Dr. Sempijja Satnley, an aspiring a member of Parliament. From medicine to Parliament, it's very exciting whenever I see the youth getting involved into their own things. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Calvin. Yeah, and I believe it's the time for the youth to take charge of things in this country.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Now, of course, from medicine to Parliament, one would wonder what has motivated or triggered you to switch or basically come and fix what needs to be fixed in your area.
Yeah, so from medicine, I realized there are a lot of gaps in the health sector because that is my specialty, and especially in my region of Makindye East.
Yeah.
So that very, very big gap in the service provision by the public sector, prompts me to come forward to put my heart in the ring and see what I can do different for my people. Yes.
How is the area in general? Because I don't know, how long have you stayed in that place?
So I was born in the year 1996, so we've been living in Makindye East for the past 29 years, ever since I was born. And that is where I studied. My primary education was at a school called St. Peter's in Zambia. Sorry, St. Peter's Primary School in Zambia. I believe most of you know it. It's just after the embassy. So it's also located in Makindye East. And after that, I crossed over to St. Peter's SS in Zambia for my O-level, still located in Makindye East. And having gotten the best grades in the entire school and region, I got a call-up at King's College Budo, and that is where I went and offered BCM. And I went ahead from BCM, I went to Makerere and did a bachelor's in pharmacy, and that is how I graduated as a licensed doctor by the Ministry of Health.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow. Quite a profile. So how long have you been practicing?
Yeah, so I've been practicing from the year 2020. Yeah, so it's been 5 years of me in practice, both public and private sector. The biggest challenges that are facing the young people, especially the people that I grew up with in that constituency, is underemployment and unemployment. What do I mean by underemployment? Underemployment, I mean someone who has a bachelor's driving a border. Yes, so that is a very, very common problem in my constituency, and it is one of the reasons that I had to step out and find a way to provide some solutions. Then unemployment, there are so many people in Kawalagala because they are idle and they have nothing to do, so they end up involving in crime so that they can earn a living. Yeah, so the biggest problem facing the youth in Kawalagala now are underemployment, unemployment, and then the crime groups. Root from the underemployment. So how I plan to tackle that is there is a gap in our education system. It's usually people study things like environmental management that are not applicable to Uganda or to our society now. So I plan to advocate for skilling hubs that teach people practical skills. Practical skills like practical skills when it comes to using computers. We actually have organizations that we work with as far as my business is concerned, that we work with to organize these skilling programs to teach people how to use their phones, to create content that can make them money, to teach people how to basic internet skills, forex trading, to teach people things that they can do to make money instead of staying idle. Besides the IT bit, we also I also advocate for setting up of different vocational schools or institutions around Makindye. As per now, we are running a vocational institute at the Kawalagala market that teaches people basic skills like sewing and all that. Yeah, so when people have learned those skills, now they can go out in the society, do something and earn an honest living instead of engaging in crime and doing all sorts of things that might not push them forward.
That's quite interesting. That's quite interesting because, of course, I can see apart from having that background of medicine, you're also an entrepreneur that is already hands-on.
Tech entrepreneur.
Tech entrepreneur.
Yes.
what, of course, which brings me to the next question. Of course, we've seen now with tech, people able to earn a living through e-marketing, an area that people have not really fully utilized, if you asked me, you know. Of course, how best do you think, as a member of parliament, if you get there, you know, how best do you think the youth can actually be assisted in terms of policy, in terms of implementing some of these government programs, in terms of course, even what you're doing at a personal level?
The people that rule this nation are of age.
Yeah.
So that limits their capacity to learn these new IT skills. And of course, if they don't know the IT skills, then they can't advocate for the right policies or laws that support them. For example, as a nation, we have blocked Facebook. If I was to ask you who loses more, is it us or Facebook?
It's actually us.
It's definitely us that are losing. Yeah, but those policies are being passed by people who maybe don't have the knowledge of how Facebook works and all that. And then how do you block Facebook and leave Instagram?
Yeah.
Because those two companies are connected.
It's the same company.
Exactly. So that shows you how much the people that make these policies don't actually understand the tech bit.
They are detached.
They are detached.
Yeah.
Okay. So as a young person, I want to represent the young people and pass policies that are in favor of what is actually working at the moment, and that is tech. So I plan to engage, you know, as a parliamentarian. My role is to, you know, pass those laws and, you know, talk about those laws and those policies before they are passed. Yeah. So I plan to go very, very hard on advocating for suitable IT policies that can support the young people to do what they can do to earn a living.
Nice.
Yes.
Furthermore, in your area, in your constituency, what else would you want to address when people grant you the opportunity?
My constituency faces a problem of gentrification, which is a major problem. Okay. If you are to, gentrification is a term, it's an English term that means people moving into an area, people who have more money moving into an area. So when they move into an area, they increase the cost of living for the people who have been living there originally. Yeah. So Makindye East has a lot of refugees and asylum seekers, especially from Somalia, Eritrea, and Ethiopia. They are about 30,000 in numbers, as per the current reports. So one of the major problems facing the people in my constituency is, you know, the rising levels of the rising rates of rent. Because of these people coming into the area and they have more resources. So it's not just the rising amounts of rent, but also when it comes to buying basic household items. These household items have been hiked in prices because there are Somalis, Eritreans, and Ethiopians who can pay more for them. So that makes it hard for the indigenous people to survive. Or to be able to afford those facilities. So that is a major problem that is facing the constituency now. And if not addressed early, it might spike into other problems. So how I plan to address it is I plan to advocate for maybe standardized housing policies, whereby the rent can be, you know, made uniform based on the different structures that are in the place. And also I would encourage collaboration between these two communities. Of course, the refugees and asylum seekers are a bit conservative. They hold a lot to themselves. So I would encourage them to go out there and find a way to make business with the locals that are already in the place. For example, if you've started a shop, I would expect you to employ at least one local, and then you can find a way to benefit both communities, benefit your community and also benefit the local community. So that is one of the major problems that is facing Makindye East. The other problem that is facing Makindye East is pollution.
That is noise pollution.
Yes, that is air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution. Makindye has one of the biggest trenches. It's called Nabutiti water trench, and that trench pours water into Lake Victoria. So that trench is so polluted. And mainly because the locals don't know the effect of polluting those water bodies. Also because we have leaders that are not bothered by things like pollution. But if you actually if you're to analyze the entire picture, it affects each and everyone's health. It affects each and everyone's well-being. It affects each and everyone's business. There's water pollution, there's air pollution, the various industries in the constituency, then there's sound pollution from the different bars.
Oh yes, there's so many bars.
So many bars. So how I plan to solve that is I plan to advocate for policies and laws that, cater for our environment, because it's what keeps us alive.
In most cases, you see people either affiliated to Party A or Party B. Why have you decided to take this direction?
So I've decided to come as an independent because I want to give people solutions. I don't want to come and politic. I've been in Makinde long enough to know that my people are suffering. My people are poor. My people don't have access to quality medical attention. My people are unemployed. So my people are resorting to things like crimes. And when I talk about my people, that includes some of my relatives that I grew up in that same area. So I'm not here to politic. I'm here to offer my people real solutions as an independent candidate.
Yeah, nice. Now, of course, furthermore, why do you think young people should actually interest themselves in the politics of this country? Because sometimes you get to see people more interested. The young people are more inclined to the trivial things, a section of them. But of course, there are those who feel like, it's the older ones who are supposed to take charge, who are supposed to be in the politics. Why do you think it's actually now very important that the youth of this country should actively get involved into the politics?
Of course, I'll start with stressing the importance of politics and leadership in a country, in whatever you do. It doesn't matter whether you own a business or you're going to school or you're a planned kid. Politics has an effect on your life. And who better to engage in politics than the most energetic, the most brilliant people who are the youth. Okay, so I believe the youth are young, they have the energy, they have the knowledge. So those are the best people that should be shaping the policies and laws in this country, not people who are detached from what is currently happening.
I like that.
Okay, just my constituency, 50% people are below the age of 15, and 20% between the age of 15 and 37. So why are you choosing someone old to represent you as a youth, someone who doesn't understand what is happening, someone who doesn't really understand and relate to your problems? That's why I'm coming and saying, please, Makinde East, vote me into parliament, 75% of your youth, and I'm here to represent you, to represent your interests, and so that you can, grow up and be able to achieve all your goals. All right, your final remarks and message to people who are catching us as we wrap up. My final remarks to the youth of Makinde East is I urge you to vote me into parliament. I was born and raised among you people, Kabalagala Kataba. You people know that place. So it's from that place that I worked hard to reach where I am, and I'm back to represent you guys to make sure that we can make Makinde shine again. Thank you so much, and have a blessed weekend.
That's Dr. Stanley, and of course aspiring member of Parliament, Stanley Sempijja. Doctor, it looks like Makinde needs a doctor to fix its problems.
Definitely.
Look out for our next episode. We shall be bringing you more young people that are vying for different political positions. Aside from the entertainment of the day, yes, politics is part and parcel of everything. In life, everything is politics, including family.
Exactly.
And family, there's also politics of family.
That's where the politics begins.
Yes.
As a married man, I'm sure you have.
Oh yes.
You can give us a whole lesson on that.
A true story. But thank you so much for coming.
You're
through.
welcome.
Nice.
And thanks for having me. It's really a pleasure to be here, and I look forward to sharing more with the youths of not just Makinde East, but the youths of Uganda.
Nice. Pleasure to have you here. There's still more yet to come on Majukwani HD. Have yourselves a lovely evening. Peace out.